Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON Bulla official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, 25th chapter, text 22 onwards. Tatha nirvivisur gattam Krishna swasitamanasah yatha vakasam sadhana sabrajaha supajivana. That means their minds thus pacified by Lord Krishna, they all entered beneath the hill where they found ample room for themselves and all their cows, wagons, servants and priests, and for all other members of the community as well. So in the purport, Vishwanath Thakur, Sarartha Darshanika says, they went beneath the mountain with their carts and their dependents, such as their servants and priests. So there are so many purports, but I would like to speak from Sanatana Goswami's Brihad Vaishnava Tosani. He says another version has tata instead of tatha with the same meaning. There is plenty of space since Govardhan extended for a yojan and expanded to suit the number of people. In Kali Yuga, like the Lord, Govardhan has been almost covered up by the will of the Lord and power of Govardhan. When the people entered the hole, the rain from the top of the hill didn't fall on them, and the rain didn't enter from the sides. It is stated in Harivansa that he held the mountain up to the clouds with his left hand. It became like a dwelling with the form of a splendid house. Everyone lived there comfortably with their furniture and other items, just as Krishna held up the whole mountain using one finger of one hand on one portion of the mountain, and so by his Shakti no rain could enter under the mountain. The Lord revealed his nature as Bhagavan as previously by lifting the mountain easily like an umbrella as a small child, even though he had all powers. In this way we see that the Lord protected the Brajavasis. In verse 23 it is said, Kyutrit Betham Sukha Pekhyam Hitva Tair Brajavasibhi Bikhyamano Dadharadrim Saptaham Nacharat Padat. Lord Krishna, forgetting hunger and thirst and putting aside all considerations of personal pleasure, stood there holding up the heel for 7 days as the people of Braja gazed upon him. What a fortune to put them. Continuously they were able to see. And purport disciples of Srila Prabhupada Maharaj, quoting from Vishnu Purana, says that Lord Krishna held up the mountain while his praises were chanted by the residents of Braja, all of whom now had the opportunity to dwell together with him and who glanced at him with joyful, amazed eyes. Thus the cowherd men and women were all elated, and out of loving affection they opened their eyes wide. By continuously drinking the nectar of the beauty and sweetness of Sri Krishna, the residents of Vrindavan felt no longer thirst or fatigue, and Lord Krishna, by seeing their beautiful forms, also forgot about eating, drinking and sleeping. Srila Prabhupada Maharaj disciples also quote from Srila Vishwanath Thakur. I would like to quote directly from Vishwanath Thakur. The Brajavasis forget about hunger and thirst for 7 days because they were immersed in the ecstatic bliss of seeing Krishna continuously. He also explained, quoted from Vishnu Purana, as I have already stated. It should be understood that Krishna stood directly facing everyone. By continuously drinking the nectar of the beauty and sweetness of Krishna, the Brajavasis felt no hunger, thirst or fatigue, and Sri Krishna, by seeing the beautiful forms of his beloved gopis, also forgot about eating, drinking and sleeping. The 7 days of continuous rain from the Samvarta clouds failed to flood the district of Mathura, because the Supreme Lord, simply by his Ichha Shakti, immediately dried up the water as it fell to the ground. For the Brajavasis, the 7 days passed as if they were 1 ghatika. That means 1 ghatika equals 24 minutes. In this context, some acharyas say that there was a story that once Parvati ji invited Brahmanas to her house for taking food. But he requested Shivaji. But Shivaji said, why do you think of all these things? You just take the name of the Lord, Ram Nam. But instead, while she insisted, so Shivaji said, okay, I will invite one Brahman. If you can satisfy him, then we will think of inviting others. So he invited this Agastya Rishi, who has swallowed entire ocean in one sip. So Agastya Rishi came, and this Parvati Devi supplied foods to him. And the more he supplied, the more he ate. Agastya Rishi. So Parvati became again worried how to give so much food. So she requested her husband, please do something. So the Lord remembered the Lord, Krishna. Whenever we see in Srimad Bhagavatam and there is some problem with Shivaji, he thinks of the Lord Krishna. And immediately Lord Krishna came as a brahmachari and said, Baba, I also am hungry, you please give me some food. So Shivaji said, okay, you sit. I have one Brahman is not satisfied, so again another Brahman is coming. So he allowed him to sit. But the Lord Krishna, as a brahmachari, took very little food and did a asman. That means completed, food completed. So he woke up. So this is generally the custom that in one congregation, if somebody stops food, others should not take. So that's why Agastya Rishi was bound to stop his food. So then he said, okay, you give me some drinks. Food is over, then I will take some drinks. So Lord Krishna just signaled him that I will give you a drink at another time. So this is the time when the Lord Krishna remembered that Agastya Rishi. So Agastya Rishi drank all the water. But here it is said that it is by the will of the Lord, all these were not flooded. So in this way you will see, Jiva Goswami and Lokha Vaishnava Dosani says that they forgot about comforts like sleeping and pain caused by hunger and thirst, since he was looked at especially with astonishment and the highest affection by the cowherds and women of Braja, who took him as their life or made him the only object of happiness for their eyes. The past particular it indicates that what follows is the cause or goal of their forgetting their own comforts. It also indicates that their hunger, thirst and discomfort disappeared immediately on looking at him. Their looking at him aided his holding of the mountain, since they had made him joyful at every moment. He also quotes from Vishnu Purana to support this point. So giving up his comforts, he held up the mountain. By their glancing, he had no desire for sleeping. He didn't move from the place where he fixed his feet. This indicates that holding the mountain was very easy for the Lord. So in this way, we will discuss this chapter, this topic, that is Govardhan pastimes. So I would like to stop here with a request to subscribe, share and like our channel and get the blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.